Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Chess with Chesopolis. I create fandom and nostalgic builds in The Sims 4 along with some casts along the way to set the tone for the build. And we're still on the Julie and the Phantom train, loving it, chugging right along. All the puns intended. Deal with it. We are doing Luke. Luke. Every boy and girl's favorite. Well, not every. But if you're like me, you don't choose a band member. You just love them all. Okay? At least you try really, really hard. But I really enjoyed making Luke. It wasn't challenging. I mean, his face was challenging because it's kind of round, kind of angular, but he's got these big eyes, and so I just kind of wanted to get that right. And getting his hair right wasn't as hard as I thought it would be once I looked through all the hairs, but there was only one particular hair, which you will see, that I could choose, which is kind of a skater boy hair from like 2005, but it's fine because I didn't get CC for the guys. I only got CC for Julie because evidently that was my priority. That's where my priorities lie. Laid, were, living, whatever. But yeah, Luke's character. Okay, let's get into it. Sleeveless extraordinaire. Amazing voice. His voice is just crispy. Like, his vibrato's great. I don't want to get technical, but like, great voice. Okay. Guitar skills. She's amazing. And then you add it together. You add the face with the voice, with the guitar. That's kind of how it is. I have watched this show so many times. And it's the kind of thing where every time you watch it, you see something else, right? You see something more. And initially, I got sucked into the story, of course. I still get sucked into the story and get so excited on Stand Tall. I still kind of worried that Luke might not show up, you know, all that. But with this cast, I really paid attention to the fashion. I'm hugely into fashion. I love it. And Julie gave me all of my life. But I liked how the powers that be behind the scenes created their characters around each other, you know, not just through their lines and interactions, but visually through their clothing. It was fascinating. Like when they first are in the studio and she's freaking out and they're all in their outfits. Luke's is probably my favorite in that particular scene. I love just how baggy it is in the jacket. Like, I'm short and I don't typically wear really long big things, but I love really long big things. And I just love that outfit that he's got going on. And then as they progress, like I said, sleeveless extraordinaire, lots of no sleeves, which, as you can see, I followed the trend a little bit. I do give him some t-shirts. He does have a lot of, just like Julie, he has a lot of everyday outfits. So I try and cover everything. If you want to check to see the full lookbook, go to my Instagram. That's Chesopolis, Chesopolis, Chesopolis. The same thing as my YouTube. And I have the full lookbooks like side by side with the actual inspiration from the TV show. So then you can really see how it comes together. Also, if Luke is your dude, hit that like, thumbs it up. If you love Julie and the Phantom as much as I do that too. Show the video some love. Leave a comment down below. Give me some more ideas. If you want me to do other characters, because right now I just did the band. Of course, there's Carrie, there's Flynn, there's Carlos, there's her dad, there's her aunt, there's Caleb, and there is Willie. I love Willie, but I go on a Willy rant in my Alex video, so check out the Alex cast and get your life over there in terms of Willy. But here we're going for Luke. We're talking about Luke. I loved how they they showed their growth through the character, through their clothes. Like, he does wear sleeveless when he's feeling, I feel like when he's feeling a little into himself, right? But then by the time episode 7 comes around with Unsaid Emily, you know, there's a really, or I think it's episode 6, one of those. There's a real shift in his clothing to be more baggy. Side note, this formal wear was a lot of fun to figure out, and I really like trying to replicate it in The Sims, because I really loved the scene where Alex is like, oh, how'd you know our sizes? I love that scene. And I just like everything that they're wearing, to be honest. So, I mean, that would be the formal. I also did a second formal outfit, I think off camera, if you will, of the Perfect Harmony outfit. So anyway, yeah, I like how you can see their growth through their clothes. And when Unsaid Emily comes around, like, he's got a lot of clothes on. You know, he's got another big baggy sweater and everything, and he's closing himself off, you know, because he feels bad about his mom and how that left. He also feels bad about how Julie's feeling right now. So he's closing himself off visually, and you can really feel that distance. I just love their chemistry too. Like, I like their little bit of banter. I love he and Julie, I love their eye contact. It's like, and also he and Alex, because I know that's another thing out there in the ether. I like the how you know they're really good friends is because they can communicate just by looking at each other. They don't have to say anything in terms of their characters, and I think that is so real, and I love that aspect of the characters' bonds within the show. But I do like how the different scenes and everything play into their clothes and their emotions, and you can see it, so it's like the whole visual. You know, I was watching something about Unsaid Emily, and they were saying that the space in the shot makes his parents feel lonely. It gives them the idea of loneliness, and same with the space that you have around him in the shot makes it really abundantly clear that he feels lonely and lost without his parents, kind of vibe. And even the coloring of the scene, because it's blue, it's cold, those kind of things. I love those kind of things, and that's why I really like doing this cast and diving into the fashion, because it plays such an important role to the characters, on top of their acting, on top of the songs, on top of just everything. You know, it's a full production. It's fantastic. If you've not seen Julie and the Phantoms, you're hearing all types of out of order spoilers, so go watch it. Okay, or watch someone react to it. Abnormally Adam does a great reaction. I love him. I found him because of his reactions to Julie and the Phantom. So anyway, it was a lot of fun creating Luke and kind of getting to know his character's fashion in a Sims way. Yeah, I just enjoyed creating these characters because I've been ensconced in this world since it premiered, and so I wanted to kind of take it out of my brain and put it on the computer screen. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and thank you so much for watching, and until next time, love ya.